So you want to be a vampire. Immortality, supernatural powers, looking mysterious in nightclubs. Sounds great, right? Wrong. Because in 2025, maintaining the masquerade, the ancient rule that vampires must stay hidden from humanity, isn't about dodging torch-wielding villagers anymore. It's about surviving the IRS, Ring doorbells, and your victim's Instagram story going viral. I am Eric Van Hayes, an urban fantasy and paranormal romance author, and today we're diving into the actual logistics of running a secret vampire society in the digital age. Because let me tell you, the real monster isn't sunlight, it's the surveillance state. Let's start with everyone's favorite bloodsucker, the IRS. You're Cordelia from my books, a 600-year-old vampire. You've accumulated wealth over centuries. Congratulations, you're now the world's most suspicious taxpayer. The IRS is going to have questions about how Cordelia Smith has been filing tax returns since 1823, somehow never dies, and keeps buying priceless art and properties under the same signature. The solution? Identity cycling. Every 20 to 30 years, you need to die and become your own heir. But here's the problem. Death certificates require bodies. Bodies require funerals. Funerals require witnesses. You're not just faking one death, you're running a multi-generational Ponzi scheme of fictional family trees. And God help you if you mess up the paperwork. One clerical error, and suddenly the Social Security Administration thinks you're both dead and collecting benefits. That's not staying hidden, that's a federal investigation. Then there's banking. Modern banks have KYC, Know Your Customer, regulations. They need to verify your identity with biometrics, social media presence, utility bills. You can't just walk into Chase with a sack of gold doubloons from 1642 and expect them not to ask questions. The smart vampires? They've got friends in the bureaucracy itself. Nothing maintains the masquerade better than being the clerk who processes the death certificates. Here's a fun fact. London has over 600,000 CCTV cameras. That's one camera for every 14 people. Now imagine you're a vampire who needs to, feed on people occasionally. You're basically committing crimes in a panopticon. Every Ring doorbell, every traffic camera, every phone in every pocket is a potential exposure. You can't just hypnotize the security footage. Someone's already uploaded it to the cloud with automatic backup. And facial recognition? Nightmare fuel. If you've been around since the 1800s and someone photographs you in 1924, then again in 2025 looking exactly the same age, that's going to raise some algorithmic eyebrows. The masquerade requires vampires to avoid photographs altogether or constantly alter their appearance, which means every vampire is either a master of disguise or living off the grid like a paranoid survivalist. Then there's the feeding problem. You can't exactly leave a trail of exsanguinated bodies without someone noticing. Modern forensics can detect bite marks, trace DNA, determine time of death within hours. Vampires need to either A, only feed on people who won't be missed, ethically horrifying, B, do like the vampire Cordelia in my book, Fangs, Fame, and Fine Art, only feed from willing donors in the privacy of your home, and even then some nosy reality TV producer is liable to catch you on camera, C, use blood banks, which track every single unit with barcodes and digital records. Option C seems safest until you realize hospitals investigate missing blood supplies like it's a heist movie. Let's talk about the worst invention for vampires, social media. You're at a bar, you feed on someone in the bathroom. It's clean, it's quick, you erase their memory. Perfect. Except they checked in on Facebook when they arrived. Their Apple Watch tracked their heart rate dropping dangerously low. Their friend posted an Instagram story that includes you in the background, and their phone's GPS shows them in that bathroom for 23 minutes. The data doesn't lie, and it definitely doesn't forget. This means vampires either can't exist in public spaces, goodbye social life, or they need a dedicated tech team running interference 24/7. We're talking hackers who can scrub metadata, delete cloud backups, and manipulate GPS data in real time. Every vampire clan needs their own cyber warfare division. And dating? Forget about it. You can't be on dating apps without leaving a digital trail. You can't ghost someone without them posting about it on Reddit. AITA for being mad my boyfriend won't go to brunch? Yeah, because he bursts into flames in daylight, Jessica. So, how would a vampire society actually maintain the masquerade today? They'd need to be more sophisticated than any government agency. We're talking shell corporations within shell corporations, infiltration of vital bureaucracies, a dedicated team of hackers and data specialists, constant identity rotation with flawless documentation, enormous wealth to fund all of this infrastructure, and probably, let's be honest, at least a few senators in their pocket. The masquerade isn't just a rule anymore. It's a full-time job requiring IT support, legal teams, and enough money to make Jeff Bezos jealous. The truth is, in our hyper-connected surveillance society, the masquerade might actually be impossible. So the next time you're playing Vampire the Masquerade or watching What We Do in the Shadows, remember, the real horror isn't the bloodlust, it's the paperwork. I am Eric Van Hayes, an urban fantasy and paranormal romance author, and today we're diving into the actual logistics of running a secret vampire society in the digital age. Because let me tell you, the real monster isn't sunlight, it's the surveillance state. What do you think? Could vampires really maintain secrecy in 2025? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into supernatural logistics, hit that like button. Also, check my urban fantasy books on Amazon and everywhere ebooks are sold. There's a link to my author page in the description. And remember, the masquerade is watching you. Or is it? You'll never know.